You're fired. Get out. Get out. Get out.
I just got word that Joy Reid is out at MSNBC, so I'm saying goodbye to one of the biggest hacks, the biggest racists, and the biggest losers to ever disgrace.
Joy Reid and Alex Wagner axed from MSNBC amid network shakeup. Political commentator and television host Joy Reid has been fired from her position at MSNBC, where she anchors her show The ReidOut. The move comes as the network is restructuring its programming. MSNBC's evening lineup may soon look quite different from what diehard viewers have come to expect. The NBCUniversal-backed cable network is expected to move the trio of Symone Sanders-Townsend, Alicia Menendez and Michael Steele to its 7 p.m. weekday slot Tuesday through Friday, according to two people familiar with the matter. The group on Mondays will lead 2 hours, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. The move will have direct implications for Joy Reid, the anchor who currently fills 7 p.m. She is expected to host her last show on MSNBC this week.
And it's this idea of I want to be with the side that's waving the biggest flag. I want to fit in. And there is a huge element, to be honest, of anti-blackness.
What's more, Alex Wagner, who has hosted weeknights at 9 p.m. save for a Monday night led by Rachel Maddow, is expected to be named a contributor, according to three people with knowledge of current talks. Wagner, who has been working as a correspondent across the U.S. during the first 100 days of the new Trump presidency while Rachel Maddow anchors each day at 9, is unlikely to return to her weeknight slot, these people indicated. Jen Psaki is expected to take over at least one of the hours, according to one of these people. MSNBC is also in talks with Eugene Daniels of Politico and Melissa Murray, a law professor at New York University who specializes in the regulation of sex, marriage, caregiving and reproductive rights that would have them join the network in unspecified capacities, according to one of these people. The moves come quickly after Rebecca Cutler, a former senior executive at CNN who is known for her facility in developing new talent and programming concepts, was named MSNBC's new president. She takes the helm of the network as it faces unique challenges, including the pressures of working with the Trump White House and being spun off along with other NBCU cable networks into a new publicly traded company. Our jobs are hard on a normal day, and these are not normal times, she told employees on the day that her new role was announced by Mark Lazarus, the NBCU executive who will lead the new spin-off. Joy Reid is leaving the network.
You're fired! Get out! Get out! Get out!
MSNBC President Rebecca Cutler said in a memo to staff. Reid's final show was on Monday. Her work has been recognized with several esteemed honors, including most recently, the 2025 NAACP Image Award for Outstanding News Series. In the coming weeks, rotating anchors will host the hour. In a statement on Blue Sky, Reid thanked her supporters. I just want to say thank you to everyone who has reached out with kindness and encouragement, both personally and in these social media streets, she wrote. So very proud of the ReidOut at joy.msnbc.com team, who are truly family and all of our supporters and friends. Reid, who is black, has been an outspoken voice in progressive politics and a sharp critic of President Trump. In a recorded Zoom interview with the organization Win with Black Women on Monday, Reid broke down in tears, describing the anger and disappointment she felt at losing her job. But in the end, where I really land and where I've landed on today is just gratitude, Reid said, wiping away tears. Not just because people would take the time to get on a call like this or to take care of me, but also that my show had value. She added that she was not sorry for being outspoken on issues including the Black Lives Matter movement and objecting to the war in Gaza. I am not sorry I stood up for those things because those things are of God, she said. Reid's firing takes one of the most high-profile black women off the network at a time when the Trump administration has made attacks on diversity, equity and inclusion policies. Longtime network host Rachel Maddow said on her show Monday that Reid's layoff feels indefensible. I think it is a bad mistake to let her walk out the door, she said. It is also unnerving to see that on a network where we've got two non-white hosts in primetime, both of our non-white hosts in primetime are losing their shows, as is Katie Phang on the weekend. MSNBC canceled the Katie Phang show as part of its shakeup, along with Jose Diaz-Balart reports. Both Phang, who is Asian, and Jose Diaz-Balart, who is Latino, will remain with the network, according to Cuddle's memo. In a Sunday evening tirade on Truth Social, Trump celebrated Reid's firing while broadly criticizing the network. Lowlife chairman of Comcast, Brian Roberts, the owner of ratings-challenged NBC and MSNBC, has finally gotten the nerve up to fire one of the least talented people in television, the mentally obnoxious racist Joy Reid, Trump wrote. Based on her ratings, which were virtually non-existent, she should have been canned long ago, along with everyone else who works there. Among other changes at the network, Symone Sanders-Townsend, Michael Steele, and Alicia Menendez, who currently co-host The Weekend, will move to a new weekday program. Jen Psaki, a former White House press secretary under the Biden administration, was moved to a primetime weekday slot. Like other cable networks, MSNBC is facing significant business challenges. More of the viewers who settle in each evening to watch a few hours of commentary on MSNBC are migrating elsewhere. MSNBC is projected to shed approximately 10.5% of its subscribers between the end of 2023 and the end of 2025, according to estimates from Kagan, a market research firm that is part of S&P Global Intelligence. Rivals Fox News Channel and CNN are seen experiencing similar erosions in that period. MSNBC could be left with an average of 61.3 million viewers at the end of 2025, compared with 68.5 million in 2023, and this with an election year, an event that brings viewers back to news, between the two milestones. Cutler has described plans to build an independent news-gathering apparatus for MSNBC, which will lose its ties to NBC News after the new company is formed. She wants to launch a separate MSNBC Washington bureau, and to add a new roster of international and domestic correspondents. She also wants to hire a new head of talent, a Washington bureau chief and a head of content strategy. Yet she has articulated a plan to hew close to the network's progressive leanings, not trying to steer it to the center. MSNBC has been working to bring viewers back after the results of the 2024 presidential election. Both MSNBC and CNN saw significant erosion following Donald Trump's return to the White House and the national conversation, and both have unveiled programming shakeups in recent weeks. At MSNBC, Rachel Maddow returned to hosting the 9 p.m. hour Monday through Friday, compared to the Monday-only schedule with various special appearances she has enjoyed in recent years. Since the inauguration, MSNBC's overall viewership has surged in primetime and across the day, though its audience levels remain well below that of Fox News Channel. Cutler helped create The Weekend, the show led by Sanders-Townsend, Menendez and Steele, which has run early Saturday and Sunday mornings. In its first year on air, the program has seen audience for its time slot improve noticeably in both overall viewership and among people between 25 and 54, the demographic most preferred by advertisers in news programs.